I have some really bad news. Erin has removed herself from the slime fixing task force. So today, as chief operator in charge of the slime fixing task force, I am going to be fixing our graveyard slimes because without Erin, we have so many graveyard slimes that need fixing and someone's got to step up and take charge. It's been a while since I've done this, so we're going to start out easy. We're going to work our way up to the harder ones. And the last one is one Erin actually fixed that I wasn't too happy with. First up is this green slime with all these little clay bits in it. And honestly, I don't know what this is from. Either the Amanda Show slime or the Alaska slime. Spoilers if you didn't guess them in the TikToks. This is looking like maybe like a crab leg. If this is a crab leg, we need to transform this crab graveyard slime into a crab haven and make a little home for all the little crabs in the ocean floor. Which means we gotta turn this green slime into more of a blue slime to match the ocean where the crabs live. So we're gonna need some blue dye to kind of transform the color here. So we're gonna go with a deeper blue to kind of like contrast with this bright green to match maybe the Atlantic Ocean, because I did grow up on the East Coast and there's a lot of crabs in Boston. I'm gonna put on some gloves because unlike Erin, who always forgets to wear gloves, I don't wanna have stained hands for the rest of the week. Guys, Erin is not on the slime task force anymore, but she's still here making TikToks, so she's giving me some crazy side eye over there, but it's her fault for stepping down, all right? Someone's gotta pick up the slack. We're just gonna douse this blue all across the top, so I'm just gonna get right in there with my hands. I see why Erin says she always gets a workout whenever she mixes the slime together. I think the slime also is a bit overactivated too, which means it's not stretching as well. Oh, guys, hand mixing is way too hard of work. When you're in charge, you're not supposed to be doing this kind of hard work. You're supposed to let the others do it. I'm gonna go ahead and use the mixer and we're gonna get this to a pretty blue color. Actually kind of snapped with this one. This is like a perfect seafoam green Atlantic Ocean color. Where do we start? I'm thinking Little Mermaid. I'm thinking her little treasure cavern where Sebastian and her marvel at all her metal treasures that have been dropped from the human world above. We're gonna grab some clay. We're gonna make a little rock oval so that the crabs can have a little hidey hole and live in happily. So I've got my clay and I've got my dye and we're just gonna mix all this up, making big circles and making them rocks. So let me get some of this dye. I've seen Anna spill this everywhere once or twice. There we go. That should be pretty good. Our clay is crumbling a little bit. I'm gonna have my lovely assistant, Jesse, here, get me some water. There we go, perfect. I think if I just dip my hands in here slightly and give it this nice basking in some water, it'll help it mold together a bit more. This is looking pretty good. Now we just have to mold it into a bunch of little pebbles and boulders. Look at that. Okay, we have a beautiful, nice, speckled gray and white rock. We're going all different sizes. We'll get big rocks, real small rocks, pebbles even. We should make one look like a face, like Squidward's house. Eyeball here, nice eyeball here. Always cheesing. This seems like a good amount. Let's move them all to the side here and start assembling our little rock wall barrier for the crabs. Look at that. Perfect rock circle. Now that we have the foundation set, we're gonna need to go to Charmville to decorate the rest of this. So I've never actually been to Charmville solo. I might spend a while out here looking around because I wanna really set the scene right. First things first, let's find some crabs. General sprinkles. Are these beavers? Oh, they're otters. What the heck? Look at this. They're definitely otters. It's an animal, so it means we're in the right place. We just gotta find other sea life. Wait a minute. I found the perfect crabs. Oh my God. Look at them. We've got big bulbous eyes. Okay, we're gonna grab a bunch of these crabs because we need a whole flock, if you will, of crabs. What do they call a large group of crabs? I just realized that there's literally labels that tell you where charms are. Animal charms, animal charms. Let's start off with the crabs. They're gonna be partying. They're gonna be hanging out in their haven. Some of these guys on the outside edge are guards. They got a guard at every single opening. There's also other friendly things like maybe some mussels or some clams that live in these seashells. We're gonna place all around here. Green and pink fish that we can sprinkle in on here. Some of these bubbles we can spread around here. I'll add the greenery on the outside edges here, hidden amongst the seaweed. this fortress. Sea turtles in here, you know, some squids. So there we go. I think we have a fully finished slime here. We went from a green toxic mess with crab remains to a beautiful crab haven. What?
Let me analyze what's going on here.
I definitely see where you got your inspiration from. I feel good about leaving the slime force in your hands, Dan.
In my hands? I'm in charge.
Yeah, I know now that I've left, so you're welcome. Listen, I think you did a great job. When you're reading the comments on this video later, they'll probably be telling you to tone it down, but be true to yourself, man. I think it's passable, and I'm really proud of you, okay? Keep it up.
Yeah.
I'll check in later.
All right.
See ya.
Honestly, I think this slime's so good that it made somebody a little jealous, so let's try to keep it up going into our next slime. We have slime number 2 here, and it's another one that's in rough shape. I'm pretty sure this was another state slime. It looks like Arizona, and the color just kind of looks sandy. So what I'm thinking is we need to make a perfect desert slime. We're definitely gonna need to add some texture because this is looking a little bit too glossy. Maybe that involves adding some snow fizz to it. Definitely need some desert charms, but we definitely need some kind of centerpiece for this slime. What about deserts is iconic? Ooh, we're gonna try to make a pyramid of Giza. So first things first, we need to add some snow fizz to make this texture coarse like sand. So let's throw this in the mixer and I'll go find where we have our fake snow. The original color paired with the new texture makes this perfect sandy look. And now we gotta make our pyramid of Giza. We're gonna need some clay again, and we're gonna need some maybe like yellow and brown dye to kind of make that sort of similar sandy color. Maybe a bit more on the gold side, because it'll stand out a bit better, but let me grab some clay and dye. Got our clays. We're gonna need to dye this the correct color. So I've got my yellow and my brown, and we're gonna try to mix this with the correct ratio. We don't want it to be too yellow, but we don't wanna make it too brown where it looks like mud or dirt. 3 dots of yellow, 2 brown. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. And hopefully, squish this together. I'm gonna get some water in my hands. Make sure this all sticks together nicely and doesn't fall apart. Hopefully this creates a good sandy color. How we're gonna turn this into a 4-sided 3D triangle shape is beyond me. We need our base to be a square. If we start off with a cube and kind of like carve from there, how did humans do this with like life-size blocks? Like, there's no way we did that even thousands of years ago before we had technology and stuff like that. I'm no conspiracy theorist, but it's probably the aliens. We have this cube-like looking shape. Now we just need to start pressing some of these sides up into a point until we form a pyramid. I'm enlisting Jesse to get me some tools. I'm gonna need a bit more to work with than just my hands here, all right? Here we go, perfect. Honestly, kind of happy with it. Got the right shape and the right vibe. It'll work perfectly on top of our slime. And for the final touch, just to give it a bit more texture, we're gonna carve in like a brick pattern on the sides. Putting texture on the side of it really did the trick. This pyramid is looking great. All right, our perfect centerpiece, the Pyramid of Giza, right in the middle of our slime. Realistically, deserts are thriving ecosystems. Let's go head over to Charmville. Ancient Egypt has this thing called the Sphinx, which is this giant statue of a cat with like a man face sort of thing. They also have the god Anubis, which kind of looks like a cat sort of god. So I think it's a dog actually, but bear with me here. I'm gonna grab some of our best cat charms and put them on the slime. Egypt looking desert slime is gonna look fantastic, trust me. Okay, so we're gonna lean full on into Egypt here, and I'm gonna grab some slime from the Crab Haven Ocean, and we're gonna make the Nile River go around the pyramid and then make a beautiful Egypt oasis. Okay, so we have our nice green slime here. We're gonna make a nice thin river that goes from the back over here and comes all the way around our pyramid. And there we go, our Pyramid of Giza is surrounded by the Nile River. Now we just have to create the life that surrounds the Nile River. We've got our palm trees, beautiful nature around the Nile. Boats are coming and going, delivering fruit, pineapples, raspberries, strawberries. Not too sure how historically accurate that is, but it adds a beautiful pop of color. We're gonna add just some greenery along the sides. And then of course, there's some partying going on. And the last bit of our nature is gonna be these cacti, which are gonna surround our Pyramid of Giza here. This slime wouldn't be complete without the citizens' pets of Egypt, which are our cats. We've got plenty different variety of cats, and even some lions lurking on the outskirts. And there we go. We've transformed an Arizona slime with clay remnants that needed some help into a coarse snow fizz texture Egypt-themed slime with a beautiful centerpiece being my own handmade creation that is the Pyramid of Giza in the center. So that finishes up this slime, but for our last slime, Erin already tried to fix this one, but I wasn't very happy with it. So we're gonna try to fix it again. This one Erin has fixed in the past, and I believe it's sort of like a moldy cheese kind of space moon vibe. It's hideous, all right? It's this dark green color. There's cheese everywhere. I think we gotta make this a real moon slime. Into the mixer we go. We gotta change the color completely. Guys, I threw just about all the white pigment and dye we had in the warehouse at this thing, and it's still green. This one's gonna take some work. I think I have an idea. I'm gonna take some white cloud dough base that we have, maybe layer it on top, try to make it look like the moon. Maybe so that like the inside core of the moon is this moldy green cheese sort of vibe that she was going for. Then we need some astronaut charms, and hopefully that'll save it, but that's gonna be so much work. So I have my white cloud dough slime. Now we have to do some slime surgery. We're gonna layer this in all on top to try to eliminate any of this green, because literally all the white dye in the warehouse could not tame this color. No, it's not really looking like the moon, guys. The moon is kind of like gray. This is looking like some kind of snowy landscape with grass underneath. My theming is all off here. I'm getting stressed out. Now I need to go to Charmville and get astronauts and moons, and hopefully we can save this thing. What's on the moon? Like maybe aliens? We can get the alien axolotl, maybe some alien charms, but other than that, like, this is gonna be tough. I've got a good amount of astronauts and space themed charms like the moon and planets and stuff. I don't know what to do about space charms. I pretty much got every astronaut and rocket I could find, and a bunch of moons and planets and little alien axolotls, but I'm really concerned because it's really just looking like they're on snow. Like, this doesn't look like the moon anymore. I feel like I have like writer's block. Like, I had such a clear vision with the first two. Safe haven for crabs after Christian's Alaska slime, and then turning the Arizona desert slime into ancient Egypt slime, like, that was a moment of brilliance. But I honestly think I'm out of ideas. And realistically, if I'm going to be doing graveyard slime videos, I need more ideas than just two. I mean, I couldn't even get through one video. I'm feeling like a failure here. All right, I'm gonna sprinkle all these stars and planets, and then our astronauts that are living on this moon. There's not this many humans on the moon. Why did I get so many astronauts? Why did I tell Andrea that I could take over the slime task force after Erin stepped down? I can't do this. It's too much work. It's too much ideas. I don't know how to do this. This looks terrible. It's like space, but in snow. I'm already out of ideas. Erin, please. Erin, come back. Erin, where are you?
Well, well, well. Not as easy as you were saying it was now, is it, boy?
I had like one or two.
That looks bad! No, it doesn't look that bad. It's not that bad, Dan. You did a good job. I'll be honest, why are there so many astronauts in there? What are they doing? Is this the moon? There's definitely not that many people on the moon.
There's never been that many people on the moon ever. I don't know what I was thinking.
But you know what? Your creative mind made there be that many people on the moon, and that's beautiful on its own. But maybe you're not cut out for this, and that's okay.
I really don't think I am cut out for this. I mean, 2 slimes and I run out of ideas? Like,
yeah, that's pretty
you
pathetic.
did this for like 8 episodes. How?
Who knows?
Will you please come back to the slime forest, because we need you. We need you bad.
If this video gets 3,500 likes, then I know that the people truly want me and need me on this team. Otherwise, it's not worth my tears and efforts. Have a good day.
Please, Peachybbies, like this video. We need Erin back on the slime force. We need to see her fixing more slimes. Thanks for watching. Bye.